Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Game Night in the Region, streaming on the Region Sports Network. We welcome you tonight from Crown Point High School as the Region Sports Network presents coverage of high school baseball featuring the Valparaiso Vikings against the host Crown Point Bulldogs. I'm Tyler Richards. I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's broadcast, and we're off to a strong start here are the Bulldogs. They are 8-1 coming into this game, and they have just been tremendous. Leading off from last year, they're 2-0 in conference play, and leading the way for them, batting-wise, Wagner at a 444. Chidsey you can also put in there, and on the mound tonight for Crown Point is going to be Linus Sheraton, number 10. Who actually has a 0.0 ERA, 2 wins in 3 appearances. Not a bad start. On the other hand, for the Valparaiso Vikings, off to a bit of a sluggish start so far. They're 1-2, 0-2, as they got swept 2 games to the Lake Central Indians earlier this season, and they are led by their senior core. Leading off it definitely is Gabe Bush, the center fielder, batting a 364. His appearances, 4 RBIs. He leads the way with only 13 RBIs for the Vikings. On the other hand, you have Caden Crow, who is off to a bit of a sluggish start, only batting 100, and he only has 1 hit, 1 RBI, which was a home run. And we are about to get underway as the Valparaiso Vikings in the beautiful road green uniforms, Crown Point in the all-white uniforms, white caps with red rims, red numbers, white pants as well, as Sheraton will take the ball, and it will be the leadoff hitter for the Vikings. That's Gabe Bush, the center fielder. As I said, batting a 364 coming into this game. First pitch, upstairs for a ball, and we are underway. Beautiful day for baseball. A couple clouds in the sky. A little chilly, about 52 degrees here at Crown Point High School. Right down Broadway for a strike. And count is 1-1 on the leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss. A little bit of a healthy cut there. Looked like he was questioning if he wanted to swing at that for a second. Count is 2-1 now on, or 1-2 on Bush. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sheridan gets him down swinging. There's the first out and the first K of the afternoon for Linus Sheraton. And Trent Gill now, the shortstop, will step in. As we are just underway, as I said before, Sheraton bringing in a 0.0 ERA, 2 wins in 3 appearances. Strike 1 called. Just hit that outside corner. And count is 1-0, or 0-1 on Gill. This one is ripped to the shortstop, gobbled up, throws over to first in time to get him to retire. Gill 2 down quickly. A nice play out there by Billy Chidsey, throwing over to the first baseman, Jackson Alexander. And now here comes Caden Crow, who is just off to a little bit of a slow start here to begin the young season, batting only 100, but that one hit he had, it left the yard. It was a home run. First pitch to Crow. Just misses the outside corner and down for a ball. And the count is 1-0 on the senior Caden Crow. Caden Crow was a unbelievable player last year. This one's upstairs, and the count is quickly 2-0 now. Unbelievable, as I said before, unbelievable player last year. Led the way in the Doomland for the most part. Swing and a miss. Nice healthy cut there by Crow, and Chidsey has a 2-1 count on the number 3 hitter for the Vikings. A correction, that is Sheraton. This one's outside, and the count is 3-1. Sheraton now needs to do a little work. It's a 3-1 count. Sheridan comes set. Here's the 3-1. Upstairs for a ball, and Crow will absolutely take that walk. And a base on balls. First walk of the afternoon.
The catcher, number 4, Max Green.
And now the catcher, the cleanup hitter, Max Ream, will step to the plate for the Vikings. Ream, one of the many seniors for these Valparaiso Vikings. He's batting a 143, 2 RBIs, and he's also got 1 double on the season. First pitch to Ream. It's just a little high for a ball. Count is 1-0 on the cleanup hitter for the Vikings. The Vikings are coached, of course, by Todd Evans, assisted by Chad Evans, Jim Crow, and Mark Stymiest. Throw over to first, not in time, as Crow gets back. And, of course, the Bulldogs, coached by Steve Strayer and assistants Dave Hoffman, Brad Keeler, and Justin Huisman. This one just misses the outside, and the count is 2-0. And Sheridan's gone 2-0 for the last 2 batters, but he's worked his way back for the most part. Next pitch is ripped down the right field line. Right fielder shading his eyes. It's going into foul territory. Slides and cannot make that play. And so the count will go back. We'll go to 2-1 now on Ream. It was an excellent chase there by Sean Dunlap, but he just seemed to lose it in the sun, shading his eyes as he was heading down that right field foul territory. All-turf field here at Crown Point High School, except the outfield. The field is grass. Next pitch. Gets past the catcher, but Crowell nowhere to go. He stays at first, and the count's 3-1. A little high for Jace Horton to handle. And now Cheriton, second time in a row, he's gone 3-1. He went 3-1 to Crowell. He ended up walking him on 5 pitches. And he's gone 3-1 now on Ream. Crowell takes his lead from first. Here comes the 3-1 from Sheridan. This is fouled right back towards us, and the count is officially full. It's 3-2 on the catcher, Max Ream. We'll see. Is he going to try to throw something outside, get him to swing out of the zone, or is he going to try to challenge him with a fastball? And Ream fouls that one off. And we'll do it all over again. And Ream steps back into the box, is ready. Sheridan will check on Corral over at first. Here comes the payoff. This one is popped up into the second baseman, and that is Matuzak with it, and he lays on the leather for the third out. No runs, 1 left on for the Vikings after a half inning. The Bulldogs will come to bat. You're watching coverage of high school baseball on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Beautiful.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit enigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Welcome back to Crown Point High School as we are about ready to start the bottom half of the first inning. And it's time to introduce the starting pitchers for today's game. And that means we turn to the Enigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers for today, presented by Enigenberg Exteriors. And for the home team, as we mentioned it was Logan Cheriton who got the ball to start the game. And like I said, a 2-0 with a 0.0 ERA, and now the visitors will step up, and this it will be like Trevor Fenters for Valpo, as this one is fouled off by Sean Dunlap for the first pitch. And those are your Enigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers for today's game. Experienced roofing and siding contractors serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee. Visit them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. Next pitch is just outside for a ball, and the count is now 1-1 on Dunlap. This one is fouled off once again, and the count is 1-2. Trevor Fenters is on the mound for the Vikings. Pitch is down in the turf, in the turf, not the dirt, in the turf. And it is even at 2-2 now to Sean Dunlap. Next pitch from Fenters. Ripped right to the right fielder, and he's under it for the first out. That was Kellen Hosick who got the play out there in right field, and now Noah Ehrlich will step to the plate. Noah Ehrlich, a senior here for Crown Point. First pitch to him is just outside for a ball. Count is 1-0 on Ehrlich. A man of many talents. He also plays on the Crown Point football team. Next pitch to him outside again for a ball, and the count's 2-0. And he will be taking his talents to Miami of Ohio. Love and honor. That's their slogan there. Next one's down the turf, and that one is a ball as well. 3-0. He will be a Red Hawk this coming fall. Next pitch. Just caught the corner for a strike, and the count is 3-1 now on Ehrlich. Here's the next pitch. Right down Broadway for a strike, and it is full now. Fenter's next pitch. This one is fouled off by Ehrlich, and he stays alive. Ehrlich just trying to find a gap out there in the field for a base hit, and he pops this one up. Shortstop drifting into left field. He makes the catch. Trent Gill underneath it. 2 up, 2 down for the Bulldogs. And it'll be Billy Chidsey. Chidsey is the other shortstop who is playing for Crown Point today. That first pitch to him. Strike one called. Next pitch from Chidsey. Is down, or two Chidseys down. Fencers gets the sign. Just catches that outside corner of the plate. And it is 1-2. This one is fouled off by Chidsey. Good healthy cut there by the shortstop. And the count is now 1-2. Fencers come set. Here's the next pitch. This one is lined right to Trent Gill, and he has it. And 3 up, 3 down, go the Bulldogs. And that will end the first. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crown Company's Lantern Man.
Crown Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to Crown Point High School as we are tied 0-0 after one. Well, Mayor Pete Land and Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog Athletics and say, "Go Bulldogs!" Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing best in city services, and encouraging smart growth. Mayor Land and the Pace team invite everyone to take photos with the Easter Bunny from noon to 4 p.m. April 19th in the lower level of the historic Lake County Courthouse. Please bring a camera. Nothing really going on in the first inning. No hits. One walked, and that was Caden Crow, and he was left stranded at first base. Fencers had 3 pop-outs to start his day on the mound. And now the designated hitter, Gordon Wineland, will step up to the plate. And here comes the first pitch to Wineland from Sheridan. Inside, almost got Wineland right on the hands. And the count is 1-0. And we go back to that walk to Crow back in the top of the first. That was only Sheridan's 6th walk of 13 Ks, and he struck out one in that first inning as well. So he's up to 14 Ks and 6 walks to begin the season. It's not a bad start. Next pitch. That's right down the middle for a strike. Count is 1-1. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. As Wineland was looking to rip that one. He has played in 3 games, has Wineland, with a 0 batting average and only 1 plate appearance and only 1 at bats and 1 plate appearance. He fouled that one off, and the count stays at 1-2. Sheridan's next pitch, upstairs for a ball. Count is even 2-2. Just underway, a beautiful day, like I said, about 52 degrees here. This one is fouled off by Gordon Wineland. He stays alive. 52 degrees, blue skies, a few clouds in the area. It'll be better than what is coming this weekend. Rain, rain, and more rain. Here's the next pitch. This one is inside, and the count runs full. And with that, that was your game night forecast brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Walk, and there is another one. So I said he had 6 walks on the season. Make it 7 now, as he walks his second of the day. Drayden Wilcox will step up to the plate for the Vikings. Playing the hot corner, third base. So Sheridan has walked 2 Vikings so far. Has not given up a hit yet. First pitch to Wilcox. Called strike 1. Sheridan will check on the runner at first. And he comes set. Next pitch. Just a little low, and the count runs even. It's 1-1 now on Wilcox. Wilcox batting a .400 in 3 games played with 4 hits. No RBIs to his name yet. But like I said, the season is young. Strike 2. Nice off speed there by Logan Cheriton. Sheridan just trying to keep the runner over there at first. Next pitch. And time is called. So, believe that a balk. No. Yeah, I believe that a balk was issued there. As Wineland will take second base. And now pitching coach out there to talk to Logan Cheriton, see what's up. He's got a 1-2 count on Drayden Wilcox. Now I'll share some information with Jace Horton, the catcher. So the runner is now at second base. That is Gordon Wineland. And Drayden Wilcox will have a 1-2 count. Sheridan will check on Wineland over there at second, inside, and that just nicked Wilcox, and there are runners at second and first with nobody out.
The second baseman, number 10, DJ Malloy.
So a walk to Wineland, a hit by pitch on Wilcox, and now the second baseman, DJ Malloy, will be looking to do some damage here for the Vikings here in the top of the second. Sheridan will check on Wineland. Here's the first pitch. That one's right down Broadway. Strike 1 called. DJ Malloy batting .500 evenly so far on the season. 2 ribbies to his name as well. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Good comeback pitch there. He brought the heat. Sheridan is going to look to waste a pitch, or is he going to go right at Malloy? And he decides to throw the off-speed. Diving catch! Beautiful out there in center field. What a play there by Brody Langens. And that right there is the best hands in the business. Bricklayer, Local 4. That is a beautiful get. Right there are some. Join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. What a beautiful catch out there by Brody Langes. And now it's Grant McFarden, the left fielder. 1 away. Runners still at first and second. This pitch is upstairs. Beautiful stop there by Horton. He let one go over his head last inning. He's done a good job at getting those high fastballs that Cheriton is throwing. Next pitch to McFarden. This one is ripped. It's an infield fly rule called by the umpires. The second baseman is under it, and there are two down. Nice play right there by Caden Matuzik. And now Kellen Hosick will step to the plate. Two down. And we'll see if Cheriton can get out of this jam he got himself into. Like I said, walked Wineland to start the inning. And then he hit Wilcox. But then he had some beautiful plays out there by Brody Langes, and then the infield fly rule on McFarden. Now Hosick looking to get an RBI swing and a miss. The 0-1 to Hosick. Swing and a miss again. Cheriton needs one more strike to get out of this. He comes set. And here comes the 0-2. Line to third base. They will step on it. Safe at third base. Wineland beats it out by an eyelash. Noah Ehrlich thought he had him. It was really close, but Ty always goes to the runner. But I think Wineland beat him out by just an eyelash there. So the bags are juiced for Gabe Bush, the leadoff hitter for Valparaiso. First pitch to Bush. High but in the zone for a strike. Gabe Bush, strikeout victim his first time up. We'll see if he will repeat that. The 0-1 popped up. This one will get out of play behind us. And for the second time in a row, Logan Cheriton has an 0-2 count on the Valpo hitter. They did give that a hit. Time called by Bush. So it is the first hit of the ball game, and it belongs to the number 9 hitter, Kellen Hosick. Cheriton's 0-2. This one is popped up. Can of corn to right field. He's under it and got it. And Crown Point wiggles their way out of the bases loaded jam. We'll head to the bottom of the second. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at forajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back to Crown Point High School as we head into the bottom of the second. Logan Sheraton got himself in a little bit of a jam, walked the leadoff hitter, hit Wilcox, and then the bags were juiced on a hit by Kellen Hosick, but some great defensive work out in the outfield got them out of the jam. Jace Horton will lead it off for Crown Point to begin the bottom of the second inning. This one is fouled off by Horton going down the first base line. No play for Caden Crowell. He did give chase to it, but there was a little bit of a fence in the way, and he couldn't get over it to get the ball. Horton working the backstop tonight for the Bulldogs, and he's looking at an 0-2 count now. Beautiful pitch there by Trevor Fenters for Valparaiso. This one's outside. Good waste pitch by Fenters, and the count is 1-2 now. The next pitch, just a little low to Horton. Horton batting a beefy 609 with 14 RBIs, 14 hits, and 2 two-baggers. This one is fouled off by Jace. Jace Horton, one of the senior members on this Crown Point Bulldog team. Next pitch from Fenters. Here comes the 2-2. Lifted down the left field line. And this one will also get out of play. Be sure to stay connected with all things Regent Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regentsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're still proud to be the only game in town. This one is fouled off, hit the top of the backstop, and bounced right back to Trevor Fenters. You don't see that too often. Two. Just outside, and the count runs full. So Horton worked the count to 3-2 after being down 0-2 to begin it. And this one goes inside, almost hit Horton in the hands, and he will gladly take a walk to first base. First base runner for the Bulldogs. And now Caden Matuzik will step up. And now a pinch runner for the Bulldogs. And that is Zane Biernat, who will take the place of the catcher, Jace Horton. First pitch. Grounded up the middle. This should be 2. Over to second for 1, and on to first. Double play. 6-4-3. Good turning there by the Valparaiso defense. It all started with Trent Gill going over to DJ Malloy and throwing back over to Caden Crowell at first. That's the old 6-4-3 right there. And now Alexander, the first baseman, will step to the plate for the Bulldogs. This one is upstairs and out for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on Alexander, who is also a senior, 429 on the season so far as batting average. This one is fouled off by Jackson Alexander. Next pitch popped up on the infield. Malloy Giving chase. Gill, and it's drops for a base hit. Somebody had to call it, and nobody did. Malloy thought he had it, and then Gill thought he had it. He backed off, and it bounced right on top of the pitcher's mound. And it's a base hit for Alexander. Oh, that's an that's interesting because it landed right in fair, but nobody touched it, so it's a foul ball, and Alexander fouls that one off. That is an interest. That's a rare one. I think I've never seen that ever in a ball game. And this one is outside, and the count is now 2-2 on Alexander. And I thought it was a base hit all the way. This one's outside as well, and the count's 3-2. But the man who is working the speed gun tonight, he gave me the explanation, so I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. 3-2 to Alexander. Down and in, and down and out, and there's the walk. So after one of the weirdest plays I think I've ever seen calling a baseball game, Alexander is now aboard. It's a base on balls for Alexander, and now Mick Wagner will step to the plate. First pitch, outside. Fencer's getting a little wild out there. He's kind of all over the zone so far today. This one's downstairs. About the same spot as that last pitch, and the count is now 2-0 on Mick Wagner, the left fielder for Crown Point today. This one called strike. Throw over to first, not in time to get Alexander. Ream popped right up and tried to get Alexander sleeping, but he got back just in time. Count is 2-1 on Wagner. Inside for a ball. And a balk is called now on Fenters. So now each team has had a balk call on them. Cheerton back in the top of the second, and now Fenters here in the bottom of the second. So now a runner is in scoring position the first time for the Bulldogs this afternoon. And it's a 2-1 count on Wagner. And now Max Ream going out to talk to Trevor Fenters. And it was a very quick conversation. I guess Ream got what he wanted to say and was like, all right, I'll get back behind the plate now. This one is popped up and out of play. Crowd doesn't even get... Oh, it was going to be Ream. Popped up right behind the Valparaiso dugout and out of play. Count is now 2-2. So the deuces are wild. We got 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. The 2-2 from Fenters. Swing and a miss. And the Bulldogs strand the runner at second base. And that will end it here in the second inning. Score 0-0 between the Vikings and the Bulldogs. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Flip the switch, a light turns on.
Welcome back to Game Night on in the region on the Region Sports Network. Top of the third, and it'll be Trent Gill leading it off this inning for the Valparaiso Vikings. And at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man superhero of the game. Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals. As Logan Cheriton will go back to the mound to start the work on his third inning of play. First pitch. Inside corner for a strike. Gill was a ground-out victim. He 6-3'd his first time up. Just outside for a ball. And the count is now even at 1-1. Next pitch. Down in the turf. Good trap there by Horton to keep it in front of him. And the count is now 2-1. Next pitch. Called. Strike two. 2-2 count on number 2. Trent Gill, the shortstop. And here it comes. Just low for a ball. Counts it as run full. Trent Gill batting .250 coming into this game. No RBIs on the season. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike by Horton. He'll throw over to first to Alexander to record the outs.
The first baseman, number 7, Caden Crowell.
One down, and now Caden Crowell will straddle to the plate. Like I said, not off to the strongest starts. Batting 100 so far with one RBI, but that one hit was a home run. And this one is deep, but it'll be the left fielder under it, and he will make the snag. And that was Wagner. 2 up, 2 down quickly for the Vikings. And now the man behind the back, working the backstop, Max Ream, will step to the plate. 2 down quickly. Cheriton working very quickly this inning. It's not many pitches. And this one is ripped. Nice snag by Ehrlich. Throws over to first. And Alexander, it bounces right off of his foot. It'll be interesting if we're going to score that. See if that'll be a score or hit or an error here.
The designated hitter, 23, Gordon Wineland.
I have yet to see anything go up on the scoreboard. And it was ruled an error. And it was a quick throw by Ehrlich. It was a great play. Good slide, but the throw was just a little bit in the turf. And this one is a strike called to Wineland. Wineland was walked his first time up. This is his second time. This one is fouled off by Wineland. So Ream gets to first on an E5 by Noah Ehrlich. Now Wineland is looking at an 0-2 count. Cheriton with 2 strikeouts so far on the day. He's up to 16 for the season. And there's number 17, strike 3, as he swings and misses, does Wineland, and that will end the top of the third. We'll head to the bottom of the third. You're watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The
thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hands in the business.
Hi, this is Tim down at Tire Pros and Auto Superstore, 5200 Cleveland in Maryville. 219-887-3333 is our phone number. We've been serving the region and building relationships with our valued customers for the past 23 years. We have a wide variety of services, quality tires with the best warranty in the nation, and some of the most skilled mechanics I've ever worked with. Let us exceed your expectations. We're setting a new standard. Come on down, ask for Mike or Tim. We'll take excellent care of you. Thank you.
Welcome back to Crown Point as we're about to begin the bottom of the third. Tyler Richards here for the Region Sports Network. 0-0 between the Bulldogs and the Vikings. Good DAC battle going on here in Crown Point. Logan Cotton, the designated hitter, to lead off for Crown Point. And he pops the first pitch he sees up. This is going into right field. Giving chase is the right fielder. He's under it. He makes the catch. One up, one down. And now Brody Langens will step to the plate for the Bulldogs. So the bottom of the order for Crown Point, and then it turns over for the first pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No swing, says the first base umpire. One out. Outside for a ball. Counts 2-0. 2-0. Lifted to left field. This is McFarden. He is camping underneath it. He's got it, and there's the second out of the inning for the Bulldogs.
The right fielder, 23, Sean Dunlap.
And now the right fielder, Sean Dunlap, will step into the box for Crown Point. Dunlap, a fly-out victim his first time. He flew out to the right fielder, Kellen Hosick. First pitch just outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on the number one hitter for Crown Point in Sean Dunlap today. Here's the 1-0. Inside, almost got him on the hands, but it called a strike just on the inside. It looked like Dunlap had to back out of there, but it hit the mark, and it is strike called by the home plate umpire. Dunlap flies this one to right field. McFarden underneath it. He's got it. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Bulldogs. And still nobody has yet to score. Crown Point 0, Valparaiso 0. We'll head to the fourth when we come back. You're watching Game Night on the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Crown Point High School. We're about to begin the fourth inning here. And at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Valparaiso up to bat once again here to begin the fourth inning, and it'll be Drayden Wilcox leading it off for the Vikings. As Linus Cheriton ready to work another inning. There's a strike called. And the count is now 0-1 to start it off to Wilcox, the third baseman. This one was fouled off by Wilcox, and he finds himself in a hole. It's 0-2 now. And we've seen what Cheriton can do with an 0-2 count. Like I said, is he going to challenge Wilcox or will he throw out of the zone? Looks like he threw right into the turf, bounced right in front of Horton, rolls all the way to the backstop, and there's the first ball of the at-bat. It is now a 1-2 count on Drayden Wilcox. Cheriton with 16 strikeouts on the year, and there's 17. So I said he had 17 earlier. I misspoke. There is the 17th strikeout of the season for Linus Cheriton. The 17th of the year and the 4th of the game. And now DJ Malloy, fly-out victim. He flew out to center field. And a beautiful play out there by Brody Langens to record the outs back in the second inning. First pitch was fouled off. This one is bounced right in front of Horton. And the count is now 1-1 on DJ Malloy. Playing over there at second base. Next pitch. Just misses the corner. And the count is now 2-1 on Malloy. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nice healthy cut there from Malloy. He was looking to give it a ride, it looked like. As number 10 on the mound faces number 10 in the box. Linus Cheriton taking on DJ Malloy of Valparaiso. The 2-2 from Cheriton. Fouled off. And that one also gets out of play. So we'll do it again, 2-2. One away here for Valparaiso. Next pitch. Called, strike 3, and 18 strikeouts for Cheriton. Fifth of the day for Linus. He froze him with a little off speed there. And now Grant McFarden will take a try at it. Cheriton has struck out the last 3 Vikings in a row. Can he make it 4? Upstairs for a ball. A little off speed with the curve. Next pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Strike 1. One and one on McFarden. McFarden popped out to the second baseman. This one is lined down the first base line and out of play. The count is now 1-2 on McFarden. 2 down. As Cheriton has struck out the last 3 Vikings. Can he make it 4 in a row? He gets his sign from Horton. Here it comes. Bounced right in front of the plates, and the count is now 2-2. Cheriton working very quick. As soon as he gets set, he hurls it right down the middle. Strike 3 called. 4 Ks in a row for Linus Cheriton, and the 6th K of the day for him. Vikings don't do anything. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
And we are back here as the bottom of the fourth. And stay with us after the game when we'll name the Ironworkers 395 play of the game, presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. For more information on the apprenticeship program, check out ironworkers395.com. Senior Noah Ehrlich will stride to the plate. The future Miami of Ohio Red Hawk. He was a heck of a quarterback for the Crown Point Bulldogs as he led them to a state championship a year ago against Ben Davis, and then led them to a game against Westfield in the semi-state. First pitch called strike one from Fenters. Next pitch. This one is roped into right field. And he's under it, and he's got it. Kellen Hosick working very busily out there. Another pop fly out to him. That's the third time that a ball has been hit Hosick's way. And now Billy Chidsey will step to the plate for the Bulldogs. Next pitch. Strike one. He checked, but it was in the zone for and it's 0-1 on Chidsey. Next pitch. Just misses the corner. And it's off the box as well, so it's 1-1 on Chidsey. And time now called by Billy Chidsey. Billy Chidsey batting a .376 as this one is grounded right to Caden Crowell over there at first base. He'll touch it and record the second out. So 3 unassisted, and now Jace Horton will step to the plate. And like I said before, Horton was on a monster tear, batting a .606 coming into this game. And season total for the team, and this one is line to center field. He got under it, pop fly, and drop by the center fielder! And Jace Horton, and it was a can of corn for the center fielder, Gabe Bush, and he just muffed it. And that is going to be another error put on the board. Give it an E8 is how Jace Horton gets on first. And a pinch runner as Zane Biernat will go to first to run for Horton. So Horton had a walk in the second, and now an E8 is how he gets on. First pitch to Matuzik is outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on Caden Matuzik. Next pitch, right down Broadway, first strike, and the count is now 1-1 on Matuzik. Batting an even .500, as I have said. 5 hits and 5 RBIs, and a double to his name so far on the season. Crown Point, and this one is fouled off by Matuzik. Only one person has hit a home run for the Bulldogs, and that is their leadoff hitter, Sean Dunlap, actually. Next pitch to Matuzik is upstairs for a ball, and the count is now 2-2 on the second baseman. And just like the Bulldogs, the Vikings have only hit one home run, and that home run belongs to the first baseman, Caden Crowell. And Biernat's going to go, and they're going to get him over there. Easily caught stealing there. And that will record the third out, and that will end the fourth inning. And we're still tied 0-0 between the Bulldogs and the Vikings. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit enigenberg.com for more information, or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors. Restoring hope, one project at a time.
Welcome back to Crown Point, and the City of Crown Point, Mayor Pete Land and Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog Athletics and say, "Go Bulldogs!" Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Mayor Land and the Pace team invite everyone to take photos with the Easter Bunny from noon to 4 p.m. April 19th in the lower level of the historic Lake County Courthouse. Please bring a camera. Well, we're going to start here at the fifth inning now, top of the fifth, as Linus Cheriton back on the mound has struck out 4 Vikings in a row. And he's got 6 Ks on the day so far. And he came into today with 13 strikeouts. He's up to 19. First pitch is fouled away by Hosick. Hosick very busy out there in right field. He's had a couple of pop flies out to him. And this one is lifted to center fielder, and Brody Langen's under it, and he makes the catch. One away.
The center fielder, number 1, Gabe Bush.
Gabe Bush will lead it off. He is the number 1. He's the leadoff hitter for the Valparaiso Vikings today. First pitch to Bush. He shows bunt. And I believe he got that ball. He got his bat back in time before it hit. The ball hit the bat. And the count is now 1-0 on Gabe Bush. Bush 0 for 2 so far on the day. This one is a strike from Cheriton. Strikeout in the first, and a fly out to right field in the third. Next pitch. This one is fouled off right in front of the plate, and it is now 1-2 on the center fielder for the Vikings. Gabe Bush batting a .364 coming into this game. 4 RBIs with 4 hits on the year for the senior. This one is fouled down the left field line into the Crown Point bullpen. And it looks like they've got an arm throwing up there for Linus Cheriton. I cannot tell the number at this point, but we will get that to you as soon as we can. This one, a little dribbler down the line, but it rolls foul. So Gabe Bush stays alive, and the count is still at 1-2. So Linus Cheriton kind of working very hard. And, I mean, it's been a pitcher's duel so far, so Fenter's not too many strikeouts, but Cheriton has been the strikeout king so far. He's got 6 on the day, and he's looking for his 7th right here and his 20th on the season. This one is popped up. Giving chase to it is the right fielder. He's got it. And Sean Dunlap slaps the leather on the ball. And now there are 2 down. And now Trent Gill will be the next hitter for the Vikings. This pitch is downstairs and away for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on Gill. Next pitch. Gill rips it down the third base line, but foul. Ehrlich gave a chase to it, but retreated as soon as he saw how foul that ball was going. A 1-1 count. This one just misses the zone. 2-1. Next pitch from Cheriton. Upstairs for a ball, and the count is 2-1 now to Linus Cheriton. No activity yet in the Valpo bullpen down the right field line. Left field line, like I said, Crown Point's got one arm going. This one is downstairs, and there is a walk. The third walk issued by Cheriton. And Gill is on for the first time, and now Caden Crowell will step to the plate. The lone Viking with the home run on the season. We'll see if he can get out of this. And here's a throw over to first, not in time, as Gill gets back in time. We'll see if Crowell can get out of this little funk that he's in to start the season. But like I said, it's early on. They've only played over to first, not in time once again. Gill getting a little too far out there, but he is pretty quick over there at first. Cheriton will check on him. And he'll throw back over. And they got him! Cheriton picks him off. Wow, what a caught steal in there. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But the third time he gets it. Third time's the charm for Linus Cheriton. And Crown Point ends the inning with that caught stealing. You're watching the game night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crown Company's Lantern Man.
Crown Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Bottom of the fifth here, Crown Point, Bulldogs 0, Vikings 0.
Baseman 21,
Jackson Alexander will lead it off. First pitch, and Alexander pops this one up into right field. Hosick underneath it. He's got it, and first out for that is Alexander on a pop-out. So Mick Wagner now, the left fielder, will step into the box to face Trevor Fenters. Swing and a miss from Wagner. Hosick, the fourth time that ball's been hit to him. Working very hard. He's got some good hands out there in right field. This one's outside for a ball. Counts 1-1 now. This Fenters struggled to find the zone at first, but he's worked through it and swing and a miss from Wagner, and the count is now 1-2 on the left fielder. Swing and a miss, and Venters has his second strikeout in the second time through the lineup. Mick Wagner strikes out once again, both times swinging, and now Logan Cotton will stride into the box here. He popped up his first time, and he fouls this one off for his first time. He popped up back in the third inning for the Bulldogs. Crown Point yet to have a hit on the day. Only man to get on was Jace Horton on an E8. Foul ball by Cotton, and this will put the count at 0-2 as Fenters is just looking to have this be a low pitch count inning. He's had some high pitch counts so far, but it'll be a low pitch count possibly if he can get this guy to strike out. This one's in the dirt to Cotton, and the count is now 1-2. Good waste pitch, though. Tried to get him, maybe thinking he could get him to chase that ball out of the zone, but he didn't bite. This one is fouled off once again by Cotton. Hits the top of the fence here at Crown Point. So Fenters looking for his third strikeout on the day, and here comes the 1-2. Just misses. That inside part of the plate, too, hitters has been very, very hitter-friendly. This one's fouled off by Cotton. Almost to try to be a fancy play there by the Crown Point dugout. Someone tried to one-hand that, and it popped right out. But the on-deck guy got it. That's Brody Langens. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Cotton goes down swinging. And the Bulldogs yet to get a hit. And the score still remains 0-0 between the Valparaiso Vikings and the Crown Point Bulldogs. You're watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Up to the press box to retrieve your item.
Top of the 6. Valparaiso nothing. Crown Point nothing. Beautiful evening for high school baseball here in Northwest Indiana. Linus Sheraton back on the mound. He has been tremendous so far today. Only given up 3 walks, but has struck out 6 Vikings, 4 in a row, before a pop fly ended that. Swing and a miss from Caden Crowell to start the top of the 6. And Crowell calls time. So Crowell was up to bat to at the end of the 5th inning, but Trent Gill was picked off at first base, so Crowell remains at the plate. Now, on the other hand, in the 5th, the last time for the 5th, bottom of the 4th inning, swing, and this one's fouled by Crowell. Give it a good rip there. Matuzak, I've thought that it was a caught stealing, but from further conclusion, Matuzak struck out, so there was no caught stealing. That's why Jackson Alexander led it off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 5th. Just wanted to give you listeners out there an explanation. And this one is a fly ball. Langens is underneath it. He's got it. Nice hands there by Brody Langens out there in center fielder.
The catcher, number 4, Max Ream.
Crowell is now 0 for 2 with 2 pop-outs. And now Max Ream will step up to the plate. Only one person has gotten a hit so far, and it's the number 9 hitter for the Valparaiso Vikings in Kellen Hosick. And first pitch from Cheriton. This is right down the middle for a strike, and the count is now 0-1 on Ream, the catcher for Valparaiso. Next pitch to Ream, outside for a ball. The Heaters are finding the zone. The breaking ball's a little wild tonight. This one is a slow grounder to the second baseman. Ream going to try to beat it out. He will not. 4-3 on the putout of Max Ream.
23, Gordon Wineland.
And now Gordon Wineland will step to the plate. 0-0. Gordon Wineland is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. This one is grounded foul as Alexander picks it up, but he picks it up in foul territory. And the count is 0-1 on Gordon Wineland, the designated hitter for Valparaiso. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. So Cheriton's got him right where he wants him. He's got an 0-2 count with 2 outs. He's looking for his 7th strikeout of the night, his 20th of the season, and he got it! 7 Ks for Linus Cheriton. That's the 20th of the season for Linus Cheriton, and the Valparaiso Vikings are denied once again. We stand scoreless 0-0 here in Crown Point. You're watching Game Night on in the region, on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Flip the switch.
Bottom of the 6th here at Crown Point, and it'll be Brody Langens leading it off for the Bulldogs, facing Trevor Fenters, correction. And the first pitch is inside for a ball to Langens. Next pitch, check swing, but he went, says the home plate umpire. Couldn't hold up there, did Brody. Next pitch, swing and a miss. So Fencer's got a strikeout of Cotton to end the 5th. Can he get a strikeout of Langens to begin the 6th? Now with that one's a little bit outside, and the count is 2-2 now as both teams will now have two guys going in their pens. This one's down and in, and the count is full, 3-2. Next pitch, swing and a miss, foul tip.
The right fielder, 23, Sean Dunlap.
Fourth strikeout of the day for Trevor Fenters. And now the leadoff man, Sean Dunlap, will step up to the plate. 0 for 2 so far on the day is Dunlap. Been doing a great job out there in right field. First pitch to him is a strike. He's been 0 for 2 so far on the day with a flyout and a pop-out. Here's the 0-1 to Dunlap. He fouls this one down the third base line. So Noah Ehrlich will follow Dunlap, and if it comes to it, Billy Chidsey is in the hole for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. This one's outside by Fenters. Sean Dunlap standing at 6'3", a junior for the Bulldogs. This one's fouled off by him, and now count is 1-2 on the junior right fielder. We've had a pitcher's duel so far. Ooh, this one almost clipped him. But he moves the body out of the way just in time, and the count is now 2-2 on Dunlap. Fenters gets his sign. 2-2. Popped up to center field. Giving Chase's bush out there. He camps underneath it, and he's got it. So a long fly out for Dunlap.
Baseman, number 6, Noah Ehrlich.
So officially, Sean Dunlap has found every Viking in the outfield. A fly out to the right field to begin for his first at bat. A pop out to left field, and now a fly out to center. Noah Ehrlich will step up to the plate. He almost made a tremendous play at third base, but the throw was a little low to Jackson Alexander, and he caused a E6, the first error by either team. Here's the next pitch to Ehrlich. This one just misses. Counts 2-0 on Noah Ehrlich. 2 pop-outs to his name so far for Noah Ehrlich. Swing and a miss. That was a healthy cut by Noah Ehrlich. Trying to give it a ride. There's a nice little sized gap out there between the center fielder and the right fielder. I think that's where he's looking to put that ball. He puts this ball down the foul line to the left of us. And the count is now at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. No score here at Crown Point. Bottom of the 6th. Next pitch from Fenters. Little jam shot to the second baseman. Throws over to first in time. And 3 up, 3 down go the Bulldogs. Still 0-0 between the Bulldogs and the Vikings. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Hi, this is Tim down at Tire Pros and Auto Superstore, 5200 Cleveland in Maryville. 219-887-3333 is our phone number. We've been serving the region and building relationships with our valued customers for the past 23 years. We have a wide variety of services, quality tires with the best warranty in the nation, and some of the most skilled mechanics I've ever worked with. Let us exceed your expectations. We're setting a new standard. Come on down, ask for Mike or Tim. We'll take excellent care of you. Thank you.
Cheriton back out on the mound to begin the top of the 7th, and it'll be Drayden Wilcox, the first Viking he will face here. And you're watching Region Sports Network coverage of high school baseball on the internet at facebook.com/Region Sports, youtube.com/Region Sports. This one is a lazy fly out to the second baseman. I will say that again, youtube.com/Region Sports and regionsports.com. So now DJ Malloy, as it was a line out to the second baseman to begin the top of the 7th. And now DJ Malloy, fly out and a strikeout victim. This one's inside for a ball. And you got to think, this might be Linus Cheriton's last inning of work. You got nobody throwing in the bullpen, so in this one, did it hit? Malloy did not. Rolled all the way to the backstop and bounced off the wall. And now the count is 2-0. And now Cheriton showing some signs of fatigue out there a little bit. He's got a 2-0 count on Malloy. Next pitch. This one is downstairs for a ball. And the count is now 3-0. And Malloy, you got to be thinking, you haven't seen a ball in the zone yet at this at-bat. Here's the next pitch. And there's a strike. Now you see a strike. I was saying before, you didn't see a ball in the zone yet. So you would think he would not be given the green light. Now he's got to protect. He's got to swing away. It's 3-1. Inside. No, the on-plate umpire says not so fast. That's in the zone. Strike 2. 3-2 count. Full for Linus Cheriton. Good work back after being down 3-0. Here it comes. And just misses the outside corner, and he walks DJ Malloy. It's very, very close. And now time called by third base coach as he will give Grant McFarden. And actually, it looks like we are going to get a pinch runner as Malloy has exited first. And it is number 8, Matt Savonic.
Can I have your attention, please? Pitch running for Valparaiso, number 8, Matt Savonic.
So Matt Savonic will take DJ Malloy's place at first, and it'll be Grant McFarden, the left fielder, who will be at the plate for the Vikings. First pitch is down for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on McFarden. Next pitch from Cheriton. That's a strike. Nice comebacker there by Cheriton. Back throws over there. As Savonic got back in time. Here comes the 1-1. Now they're going to try to get him again. So, you know, Cheriton did this back in the 5th. As Gill was leaning a little too far, as I pointed out, and Cheriton took 3 times to pick him off. He's not going to try a third time this time. He'll throw to McFarden, and it'll be a ball, and the count is 2-1. Well, I guess he didn't want to chance it. I mean, third time was the charm the last time when Gill was at first base. Now they're going to try it again, and this time it's no. So I guess third time was not the charm. with Savonic. And now, will he try a fourth time? I don't think so. I think he should pitch, get the man at the plate, and he pops up McFarden. It's going out of play. Now the count is now 2-2 on Grant McFarden, the left fielder for the Vikings. Nobody is yet to score. It has been a pitcher's duel between these two Duneland schools. Chariton with 7 strikeouts, 20 on the year so far for Linus Chariton. This one is fouled back as well by McFarden, and he stays alive, and it's count 2-2 on the left fielder. Only 1 hit in the game, and that was by the number 9 hitter, as I said, Kellen Hosick, who is on deck for the Vikings. And only 1 double play, too. Like I said, pitcher's duel here today. Good game if you like a pitcher's duel. Not in time. Savonic gets back. He's thrown over there 5 times to try to get Matt Savonic. So now Linus will come set, and McFarden staying alive. Count is 2-2 on McFarden. And Chariton's numbers for his pitch count, they got to be getting up there, but he has been pitching tremendously so far. Looks like it could be another day where he doesn't give up any earned runs. Here it comes. This is a grounder, it looks like, and they're not going to try turn 2. Shortstop throws over to first in time to get McFarden. Savonic advances to second. And now Kellen Hosick will step to the plate for Valparaiso. So, once again, there is a runner in scoring position for only the second time for the Vikings. They had the bases loaded back in the second inning, and they could not get any men across the plate. And now they've got Savonic over there at second. And Kellen Hosick at the plate. First pitch to him. This one is swung on and missed for a strike, and the count is 0-1. On Kellen Hosick, the right fielder. I talked about Kellen Hosick. He's been busy out there in right field. A lot of pop-ups and a lot of flyouts to him so far. He's also got a base hit to his name. The only man with a base hit today. Next pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Nice pitch by Chariton. And the count is now 0-2. Top of the 7th, no score between these two Duneland schools. Here's the next one. This one is outside. Good waste pitch by Chariton. Valparaiso looking for their first Duneland win of the season. For Crown Point, they're looking for their third. They're 2-0 so far on the season. 8-1 overall. Valpo coming into this game 1-2. 0-2 in Duneland play. Chariton will check on Savonic over there at second. And he'll come home with it. Swing and a miss! Blackjack for Linus Chariton. 21 Ks on the season. That's his 8th of the game. What a performance by Linus Chariton. That will end the top of the 7th. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Leading off for Crown Point, the shortstop, 16, Billy Chidsey.
Billy Chidsey will lead it off for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 7th, looking to push across that first run that could mean the win here for Crown Point as Trevor Fenters is back out on the mound for another inning of work for the Vikings. He has done a tremendous job, 4 Ks on the day so far for Fenter, or 5 Ks on the day. And this one is a ball from Fenters, and the count is 1-0 on Chidsey. Billy Chidsey 0 for 2. He was a ground-out victim, 3 unassisted the last time up. This one is a good pitch. Just hits the corner for a strike, and the count is 1-1. So Fenters, next pitch, and Chidsey fouls this one off, and it goes out of play. And I've said before here, coming to Crown Point, called the sectional here last year. It was a first time coming to this complex. It's a beautiful complex. It re-turfed the field not too many years ago. This one is down and away for a ball. The count is now 2-2 on Chidsey. But you got the football field right behind us with the track. The softball field is to the right of us, and behind that there is a brand new, this one is a ground ball to the shortstop, picks it up, throws over to first, and in time to retire Chidsey. Might have beat him by just a foot.
The catcher, 27, Jace Horton.
And now it'll be Jace Horton stepping up to the plate for the Bulldogs. And as I was going to finish that sentence, there's a beautiful... It'd be a multi-use field, I would say, because I've seen soccer being played there. I have officiated lacrosse games there. This is grounded to the third baseman. First pitch that Horton sees over to Crowell in time to record the second out. 5-3 on the putout.
The second baseman,
Horton 0 for 3. And now Caden Matuzik will step up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 as well. Grounded into the 6-4-3 double play back in the second inning, and he struck out to end the fourth inning. So Matuzik, first ball gets away, and it jumps to the backstop, and a Valparaiso Viking had to come out and grab it. So the count is 1-0 on Caden Matuzik. Next pitch. He ropes this one to center field. Bush is under it. He's got a read on it, and he's got it. Re-up, 3 down. We're still tied, 0-0 between the Bulldogs and the Vikings. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual card, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Welcome back, and we got a pitching change on the mound for the Crown Point Bulldogs. They will now send Caden Matuzik to the bump, a righty year with a record of 0-0 and with a 0.0 ERA in one appearance, and that is brought to you by Innigenberg Exteriors, experienced roofing and siding contractor serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee. Visit them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. So Caden Matuzik will move from second to the mound now. And we got a new second baseman out there for Crown Point. I can't really tell who that is. I believe is number 11, Andrew Long. Yes, it is. I can see the 11 on the back of his jersey. So Andrew Long will play second base now for the Bulldogs.
Could I have your attention, please? Now playing second base for Crown Point, number 11, Andrew Long.
We heard the umpire yelling at the press box. We couldn't understand what he was saying, but I guess he was saying that Andrew Long's playing second base now as Caden Matuzik will move to the circle. And he will look to continue the good work that Logan Cheriton did. He pitched a beautiful game. 7 scoreless innings with 8 Ks, and he ends up with 21 Ks on the season. What a performance by Linus Cheriton. So now the lineup will flip over for the Vikings as it will be Gabe Bush to lead it off. 0 for 3 so far. 2 flyouts to right field and a strikeout. And here comes the first pitch from Matuzik. This one is downstairs for a ball. The next pitch to Bush. Here it comes. This one's fouled off by Gabe Bush, and he will have now a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 from Matuzik. Downstairs for a ball. And the count is now 2-1 on Bush. Mayor Pete Land and the Crown Point Pace Department are proud to support Crown Point Bulldog Athletics and say, "Go Bulldogs!" Crown Point remains dedicated to preserving history, celebrating everyday life, providing the best in-city services, and encouraging smart growth. Mayor Land and the Pace team invite everyone to take photos with the Easter Bunny. This one is grounded to Matuzik, throws over to first to get him in time. A speedy Gabe Bush, but the throw gets there in time. First out of the inning. Mayor Land and the Pace team invite everyone to take photos with the Easter Bunny from noon to 8 to 4 p.m. on April 19th in the lower level of the historic Lake County Courthouse. Please bring a camera. And now Trent Gill will step up to the plate. 1 away. Here's the first pitch. Nice delivery there by Matuzik, but it just misses the outside corner for a ball. So the count is 1-0 on Trent Gill. Next pitch. That's in there for a strike. The 1-1 from Matuzik. Downstairs and out for a ball. And the count is now 2-1 on Trent Gill. Caden Crowell is lurking on deck. Actually, there is nobody on deck for Valpo at this time. This one's just low for a ball from Matuzik. I believe it's supposed to be Caden Crowell according to the lineup, but I don't see anybody in the on-deck circle for the Vikings. As Matuzik comes set, here's the 3-1. This one is fouled off, and the count is now full. So now Trent Gill has to protect the plates. He is currently 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out, a strikeout, and he was walked, but he was caught stealing by Linus Cheriton. The 3-2 from Matuzik. Inside, and Gill will get his second walk of the day. And the first walk issued by Matuzik.
The first baseman, number 7, Caden Crowell.
And now here comes Caden Crowell to the plate. And if you're Valparaiso, this is the guy you want up in this situation. Top of the 8th. No score. Runner on with 1 away. Matuzik gets back. Gill gets back in time on the throw from Matuzik. And now Caden Crowell He's just looking to find something. Even if contact will be nice here. As Matuzik steps off before he throws the pitch. So still no pitch has been given to Caden Crowell. And Caden Crowell 0 for 2 today on the day. Walked back in the first. A pop fly to left and a pop fly to center. So all he needs is a pop fly to right, and he has visited all the outfielders for the Bulldogs. That's a strike just on the outside corner. And the count is now 0-1 on Caden Crowell, the power hitter for Valparaiso. 0 for 2 for the day, though. Next pitch. Downstairs for a ball. Counts even 1-1 now. So Caden Crowell trying to continue, find some life in this offense. Swing and a miss. That was a healthy cut. He didn't like it. It looked like. So now the count is 1-2 on Caden Crowell. Matuzik will check on Gill over there at first base. Alexander is very close to first base, holding back Gill, and they'll throw over. And Gill gets back in time. The count is still 1-2 on the first baseman, Caden Crowell, for Valparaiso. Valpo looking to push across the first run of the game. And now time called by Jace Horton, and he will go out and talk to Caden Matuzik. And a very quick conversation between Horton and Matuzik. As now Horton will step back behind the plate. Matuzik trying to find the zone here. And here comes the 1-2 as Gill leaves. Swing and a miss from Caden Crowell. And Gill will steal second easily. Caden Crowell strikes out for his third. And he is 0 for 3 on the day. And now Max Ream will step to the plate for Valparaiso. And now Horton and Matuzik exchanging a few more words as there are 2 down for the Vikings. Wineland is on deck. Wilcox is in the hole for Valparaiso. For Crown Point, it'll be Alexander leading it off, and then Wagner, and then Cotton, the DH. And a balk called against Matuzik, and Gill will take third. The third balk called against either team, the second on the Bulldogs. One was called on Linus Cheriton back in the second inning, and now the first one called on Caden Matuzik. So now the runner is 90 feet from scoring the go-ahead run for Valparaiso. First pitch popped up by Ream, and this one gets out of play, and the count is 0-1 on the catcher. The 0-1. Ream lines this down the line. Is it fair? It is not. Oh, man. Max Ream gave that ball a ride, and it was just foul. That was gone if it was straight. The 0-2. Down in the dirt as Gill is trying to distract Matuzik over there at third base as he is dancing as he leaves third, trying to get in Matuzik's head. A little gamesmanship. I appreciate that. I always appreciate a little gamesmanship in sports. Got him! Called strike 3 on the corner! Matuzik strikes out Ream, and the Vikings strand the runner at third. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Still no score between the Vikings and the Bulldogs. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit enigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors. Restoring hope, one project at a time.
Welcome back to Crown Point High School as we about to begin the bottom of the 8th. New hurler on the mound for the Vikings. And that will be number 10 for Valparaiso, and that's DJ Malloy, who's playing second base for the most part. And he is a right-handed pitcher, and that is brought to you by Enigenberg Exteriors, a premier provider of roofing and siding services with over 40 years experience. Check them out on the web at ebergexteriors.com. So Malloy will go to the mound, and there will be a new second baseman for Valparaiso, and that's Adler Holtz for the Vikings. He's wearing number 11. And it will be Jackson Alexander leading it off for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 8th. So Malloy, the righty, is who they choose to go with. Fenters pitched a great game for Fenters pitched a great game for the Vikings. I believe it was 5 Ks on the day for Fenters. So he's right up there with Cheriton, who had 8 Ks. Both pitched excellent. Both quality starts by both teams. This one is up and in from Malloy, and the count is now 1-0 on Alexander. Jackson Alexander looking to rip it, and he rips it right to Caden Crowell, who gobbles it up and will touch the bag, 3 unassisted to begin the bottom of the 8th.
The left fielder, 13, Mick Wagner.
Here comes Mick Wagner to the plate. He has struck out twice, but that was facing Fenters. Let's see if the switch on the mound will change Wagner's approach here. Here's the first pitch from Malloy, and Wagner fouls it off. Mitch Wagner has only struck out 3 times coming into this game, so he's up to 5 now, and this one's outside for a ball. Count is now 1-1 on Wagner. Here's the next pitch from Malloy. Wagner fouls this one off. Oh, you straighten that out. That's a base hit, it looked like. So Crown Point coming in this game, as I said, 8-1 on the season, ranked 6 in the state of Indiana. 1-2. Grounded into left field for a base hit, and there's the first base runner of the day for the Bulldogs, and it belongs to Mick Wagner.
The designated hitter, 25, Logan Cotton.
Now Logan Cotton will go to the plate. Now, question is, if you're Steve Strayer, do you keep Wagner is going to stay at first, so if you're Coach Strayer, are you having Wagner steal second the first chance he gets? He is leaning off way out there. Check swing. No swing and outside the zone. So it's 1-0 on Cotton. Logan Cotton batting in place of the pitcher, Linus Cheriton, who is now Matuzik. And this one is downstairs for a ball. And now time called by Max Ream. And he's going to go talk to DJ Malloy, try to calm him down a little bit. Getting a little wild out there. Just calm down. We're just playing a game of catch. I mean, that's what my catcher always told to me when I was pitching. He goes like, hey, just focus on me. That's all you got to do. Malloy's 2-0 as Wagner goes. Cotton with the base hit right up the middle. And Wagner falls down. He'll retreat back to second. He looked like he was going to go to third, but he tripped over his own feet. The turf monster got him. There are runners at second and first with one away.
Number 3, Brody Langens.
So what looked like a hit and run worked for the Bulldogs this time, and now time called by Valparaiso and Malloy, and they will surround Malloy, and they will have some words of wisdom, it looks like. The entire infield has joined the pitching coach out there for Valparaiso. And now Brody Langens is going to represent the Bulldogs. The winning run is at second base, represented by Wagner. Only one out. Now the third base coach, I believe that's Coach Strayer, he will talk to Brody. Give him some advice on what to do. Maybe a sack bunt, possibly? I'm not 100% sure. The runner is in scoring position the second time today for Crown Point. The first pitch just misses for a ball. Now Malloy struggling to find the zone as he's got himself in a little bit of a jam here. Runners at second and first. And Brody hits this one right to the shortstop. They'll go over to third to get the force out on Wagner. So the runners will advance at a fielder's choice. There is how Langens gets on. It's a fielder's choice. And Wagner is out 6-3 at third base. 2 down. And now Sean Dunlap will stride to the plate. So Cotton is representing the winning run for the Bulldogs now. And they intentionally walk Sean Dunlap to get to Noah Ehrlich. Wow, what a decision. Loading the bags in the bottom of the 8th. And now the go-ahead, the winning run is 90 feet from scoring. And it'll be Noah Ehrlich, as I said before, the future Miami Red Hawk. Can he be the hero tonight? He's the hero on the gridiron as he was the quarterback for the Crown Point Bulldogs for the last 2 seasons. Let's see if he can do it here. Strike one called on the outside corner. So intentionally walk Sean Dunlap. And now Noah Ehrlich looking to get it done. And he does it! A walk-off winner! What a big moment for Noah Ehrlich! No way! And they're chasing him into the outfield. Oh my goodness! Final score, 1-0. Bulldogs in 8. Wow, what a win! Matuzik will pick up the W. And it'll be a loss for DJ Malloy. The Dogs move to 9-1 on the season, undefeated in conference play, and the Valpo Vikings will fall to 3-1 and 0-3 in conference play. What a finish here tonight here in Crown Point. Oh my goodness, Noah Ehrlich. And that's got to do it. That's got to do it. And it's time to name the Crow Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crow Companies, proud to recognize the superheroes on the diamond. And you know what? I mean, there's two guys, but Noah Ehrlich finally delivering the goods. The bags were loaded, and Noah Ehrlich delivered a base hit right past the second baseman, Holtz, and got the game winner in for the Bulldogs. So he is your Lantern Man superhero of the game. For the Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game, well, grinding it out, it takes a lot, and I'm going to go with Linus Cheriton. Another quality start. No runs, no earned runs given by him once again. No runs across the plate. He gave up 1 hit, and he struck out 8 Vikings. He's up to 21 strikeouts on the year so far. And that is your blue-collar player of the game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. And now the Ironworkers Local 395 play of the game, and it's presented by Ironworkers Local 395. And I'm going to go with that base hit right there by Noah Ehrlich. That got it going, and it ended the game. What a walk-off winner for the senior, the future Miami Redhawk, winning it here for the Crown Point Bulldogs over their rival Valparaiso Vikings. Go to ironworkers395.com to start your future as a union ironworker. What a finish here in Crown Point. 1-0, a pitcher's duel all the way until the 8th inning. The Bulldogs got some hits going. They got the bats alive, and they had the bags loaded, and Noah Ehrlich delivers in the bottom of the 8th and wins it for the Bulldogs. We got to thank our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, the operations manager, Rich Castillo, coordinating supervisor, Zach Miller, and our sports director, Mike Dwayne. And, of course, your producer, Zach Zanelli, Thomas Marsh working the camera. Our coaches, Todd Evans for Valparaiso, Steve Strayer for Crown Point. The ADs, Stacy Adams for Valparaiso, and Bill Derula for Crown Point. And, of course, all the viewers who are viewing us here on Facebook/Region Sports Network, YouTube/Region Sports Network, and on the line, on the air at regionsports.com. I'm Tyler Richards. That's going to do it here from Crown Point tonight. What a finish. Bulldogs on top of the Vikings, 1-0 in a thriller here in CP. You've been watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in